KMES English Medium Junior College welcomes its 12th standard students for the online lecture of psychology. For the chapter 6, Psychological Disorder. For the topic Major Psychological Disorders and Identifying and Treating Psychological Disorders. Students, in today's lecture we are going to see the topic of 6.6, that is psychological disorder. In that we are going to do the remaining two major psychological disorders, that is substance related and addictive disorder and schizophrenia. Apart from this we are going to do another topic, that is identifying and treating psychological disorders. Substance related and addictive disorder. Since ancient times, human beings made use of the juices of various herbs as a means to increase strength or enthusiasm to reduce pain or sadness. At present, apart from these natural derivatives, there are number of synthetic chemicals that are used for the same purpose. After taking addictive substances like charas, ganja, heroin, etc. from several times, a person gets habituated to it to the extent that he cannot stay without it. This is known as drug addiction. The addict may go to the extent of stealing, begging or borrowing money. At times, they may not hesitate to kill someone to get money to buy the addictive substance. Their physically, mentally, socially and moral health is affected. Their family life breakdown, financial situation deteriorates. They are not able to focus. Due to continuous and long-term consumption of addictive substances, they develop physical dependency on it and may even die due to overdose of drugs. If he tries to either reduce the dose or tries to stop the drug, then withdrawal symptoms are created. Withdrawal symptoms are very painful and create a threat to his life. They experience tremor, lose control over body movement and even die. Certain symptoms that are associated with the addictive habits are consumption of drugs or alcohol, inability to reduce the dose, intoxicate the whole day, desire to consume the substance again and again, reduction in social contact even with friends, continued consumption during physical illness or when it increase the dose to get the same effect are some of the symptoms of drug addiction. Excessive consumption of drugs or alcohol and inability to reduce the dose. In case a person tries to stop the drug use, then withdrawal symptoms occur, which may lead to sweating, tremor, muscle pain, etc. Physical and psychological dependence may lead to drug abuse or overdose of the addictive substance and even cause the death of the person. The person's physical, emotional, social, financial well-being breakdown. Schizophrenia. In 1911, a Swiss psychologist Paul Buhler used the term schizophrenia for the first time. The term schizophrenia is made from two terms, Schizo means split and penia means mind. So the term schizophrenia means split mind. The disorder is not easily seen among children, but mainly starts in adolescence, young adulthood. In comparison to female, it is found more frequently among male. Schizophrenia is a major disorder involving delusion, hallucination, and disintegration of languages, thoughts, emotions, and behavior. So, the term schizophrenia is derived from the Greek word which means split of mind. It is a psychotic disorder. According to DSM-5, there are two different types of symptoms of schizophrenia. They are positive symptoms and negative symptoms. Positive symptoms, this behavior are an excess of an additional to the normal thoughts of behavior of an individual. They follow hallucination, mainly auditory or visual. Delusions means false belief, the absence of symptoms. It means the individual experiences something even when that is not present. For example, even if there is a pin drop silence and yet the individual can hear someone talking to him or her, then it is auditory hallucination. Similarly, there may be a visual related to touch, related to smell, related to taste, or may related to internal sensation of body. Delusions occur when an individual has a belief which is false, but the individual is not really ready to change it in spite of clear evidence of it. For example, a belief that somebody is conspiring to kill me, even when there is no one who is making such plans. This organized speech and use of association. The individual talk is unrelated to each other. Like she may use useless words or may jump from one point to another, which has no connection to the first. Fourth, disorganized behavior. The individual behave in a very strange manner, like doing the some act for hours together, screaming without reason, running here and there without any purpose, attacking or biting someone, undressing clothes in public area, etc. Incongruence effect. Here the emotion expressed by the individual does not match with the situation. For example, the individual cries in happy occasion and laughs in the sad occasion. So these are 5 different positive symptoms, that is hallucination, delusion, disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, incongruence effect. Let's look at the negative symptoms. Negative symptoms lead to low level of functioning and also the quality of the life deteriorates. Generally, negative symptoms of schizophrenia does not improve much with treatment. They are dismissed, emotionally expression, lack of inability or enthusiasm, diminish and reduce speech, a social apathy. Sometimes both positive as well as negative symptoms can be seen in schizophrenic patients. If both positive are seen, if positive symptoms are seen for once a month or longer, or if negative symptoms are seen more than 6 months, then the person is diagnosed to have a schizophrenia. identifying and treating psychological disorder. So far we have tried to understand a few of psychological disorders. After understanding few questions come in our mind. One such question is whether there is any way to identify people with mental disorder at the early stage. The answer to this question is yes. There are few signal signs that can help one to identify individuals who may acquire help of an expert in mental health. These are called red flags. Red flags for various disorders are generally used to identify people in need of professional help. If you carefully study all the symptoms of various psychological disorders, you will realize that there are many symptoms which are common among many disorders. If you find such symptoms in an individual, find it is satisfying these three requirements. The first should be for considerably long period of time. Second, find the symptom has become more severe or serious over a period of time. Lastly, find if the symptom has created any problem in the life of the individual or not. If the answer for all these questions are affirmative, it is likely that the signs indicate the beginning of extensive of psychologically health problems. Keeping all these considerations in mind, study the signal indicating need for professional help. These signals are inability to concentrate, inability to sleep well, various physical complaints, uncontrollable and frequent bad thoughts, intense uncontrollable negative feelings like fear, anger, sadness, worry, etc. Severe confusion, memory loss, loss of interest in activities and friends, order or irrational statement or strange use of words or a way of speaking, self-harm, sign of self-negation. Another question that immediately follows once you have identified the individual is in need of professional help, whether they are any way individual can lead a normal life again. Unfortunately, the answer to this question is also affirmative. Yes, there are various treatments, modalities that can help for different disorders. These treatment strategies range from pharmacotherapeutics, that is drugs, to various psychotherapeutic techniques like rational emotive therapy, humanistic therapy, gestalt therapy, interpersonal psychotherapy, family and couples therapy, etc. It is beyond that the fact that individuals can not ultimately just get over out of it. You need to work toward the right path to able to get over it. Healing is not automatically. It is a journey that needs to be trodden. Narrate the psychological disorders in detail. There are various types of psychological disorder, but we are going to study about anxiety, depression, bipolar, trauma and stress related disorder, substance related disorder and schizophrenia. Anxiety disorder. The word anxiety is derived from a Latin word which means uneasy or troubled mind. Anxiety refer to a condition in which the person feels worried and uneasy for a long time for no obvious reason. The main anxiety disorders are generalized anxiety disorder and phobia disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder. The person frequently experiences anxiety more intensely so that it starts interfering with the ability to perform daily tasks. Symptoms include irritability, headache, insomnia, dizziness, breathlessness, etc. Phobic disorder. The word phobia is derived from the Greek word phobos, which was used to refer to the god of fear. The phobia is an intense but irrational and disappropriate fear of specific object or situation. DSM classified phobia as simple phobia and social phobia. Simple phobia means agoraphobia, claustrophobia, xenophobia, etc. Social phobia means fear of speaking in public or eating in public place. Depressive disorder. Depression is an emotional state, typically marked by sadness and guilt, feeling of anxiety and helplessness. Symptoms include in depression are loss of appetite, interest and sleep, fatigue, sexual dysfunction and suicidal thoughts. Bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is also known as manic depressive disorder. The person experiences alternate phase of two states, that is mania, extreme excitement, and depression, extreme hopelessness and sadness. Main causality factors are genetic factor and imbalance in neurotransmitter. Trauma and stress related disorder. Stress is an unavoidable part of life. Daily hassle, relationship issues, frustration, chronic illness, etc. lead to stress. If stress is in moderate intense, it acts as a motivation. However, intense and prolonged stress impair normal functioning of an individual and may lead to stress disorder. There are two types of stress disorder: acute stress disorder and post-traumatic disorder. Acute stress disorder. It is experienced by the person about the age of 6 years. They experience extreme stressful situations like death of someone, serious disease or injury, sexual abuse, natural disaster, etc. The symptoms that include in acute stress disorder are emotional numbness and instability, nightmare and sleep disturbance, insomnia, lack of concentration, feeling of guilt, depression, etc. Post-traumatic stress disorder. The symptoms of acute stress disorder continue for more than 1 month with the same intensity. The person is diagnosed to be suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder goes through 3 stages: shock stage, suggestible stage and recovery stage. In shock stage, the individual is in a shock, extremely disturbed. Suggestible stage, they may seek guidance from others and may either accept this suggestion unquestionably or may get extra sensitive. Recovery stage. The person shows signs of recovery. The person still shows signs of mental illness. The symptoms of TSD includes nightmares, flashbacks, severe anxiety, irritability, isolation, survival guilt, etc. Substance-related and addictive disorder. Addictive disorder refers to the physical and psychological inability to stop consuming some substance or indulging in some activity, though it is harmful. These include dependency on drugs, alcohol, etc., or activity like gambling, eating, gaming, etc. The addiction refers to an inability to control the use of alcohol. Meditation. Symptoms of addictions are excessive compulsion of drugs, alcohol, and inability to reduce the dose. The person's physical, emotional, social, and functional well-being breakdown. Physical and psychological dependence may lead to drug abuse or overdose of an addictive substance and even may cause the death of the person. In case the person tries to stop the use of drugs, then withdrawal symptoms occur, which include sweating, trembling, muscle pain, etc. Coming to the last type of psychological disorder, that is schizophrenia. The term schizophrenia is a Greek word which is given by Paul Bleuler in 1911, which literally means split mind. It is a psychotic disorder. According to DSM-5, there are two types of schizophrenia, positive and negative. Positive symptoms include excessive additional to normal thoughts or behavior for a period. Such symptoms include hallucination, delusion, disorganized thoughts and speech, disorganized behavior, incongruence, effect, etc. Negative symptoms are deficit in normal emotional response or of thought process. This leads to low level of functioning and may need improvement, much even with treatment. It includes emotional bluntness, diminished speed, lack of desire to form relationships, lack of motivation, appetite. Sometimes a schizophrenic exhibits positive as well as negative symptoms.